we go up on one of those big elevators?
I go up in one. It's called a vinculum ascender, apparently. It's only for people.
What's a vinculum? What's an ascender? I'm people.
You are, but right now you can't come with me. Most people just call them Vink tubes. They take you to the spire.
The spire? Wow!
Welcome to my...
Thank you.
Don't let all...
I'm busy.
I just need I'm a structural engineer, and I'm trying to make you're not too busy to help.
I don't know how I can help you.
You're driving all the time?
This is actually... Sure. It seems like the city is...
And we're trying. The whole held together with ancient rivet. The computer systems are so... No one knows how everything is still working. The city is held together with duct tape.
How did things get so bad?
It's always been like that.
Can't you fix...
Fix what?
The accidents.
You have no idea. With my colleagues, it's all... They talk with AIs that stop. They press buttons and switches. They're like monkeys trying to operate a... I'm the last real engineer.
So how am I...
If you see any street signs blink 3 times...
Sure. What does...
But if you see them flash
Blue? You...
Oh, yeah.
What about other...
No. Blue or... unless it's green. Or orange. And if they turn purple, well... That doesn't really matter.
Why not?
If they turn purple...
Yamakai Incorporated. Incorporated, the future of Nivalis and the world.
Camus, can you hear me?
Hey, Rania, I'm reading you. How's the spire?
I was trying to talk to... I'm not there yet, Control. I'm in the Vink tube.
I was in one of those once.
You secretly a retired corp billionaire, Control?
Hardly.
But you haven't done this your whole life, right? You weren't always a Cloudpunk dispatcher.
It feels like my whole life and more. I can barely remember a time before Cloudpunk.
I've only been in Nivalis for half a day, and home already feels a million miles away.
Yeah, that's what happens. You got family back home?
I've got no one. The debt corpse took everything.
Of course, that's why you came here and took the job. You're a debt orphan.
Why did you take the job, Control?
Nothing else I could do. It's the kids' faces I struggle to remember, Rania. I can picture Simone's smile pretty good, her frown even clearer, but the kids...
I'm really sorry.
Do me a favor, Rania. Don't talk to me about Cora anymore.
Sure thing, Control. What happened to them?
It was an accident in Midtown. A bad one. I know it doesn't mean anything, not really, but I heard one of the accident cleanup crew say this is the third traffic accident caused by Cora this week.
That's awful.
Maybe they didn't know what they were saying, but if Cora is some mad AI that caused that accident, well, I ain't gonna forgive that. Whether Cora is an automata or an android or even a person, if they cost me my family, I ain't gonna let that go. Not ever.
I understand.
You almost at the spire?
Looks like I'm about halfway there.
Says on your file you're a musician.
I was. You can't say you're a musician if you don't play anymore. I used to play the flute.
You won't play something for me?
Sorry, Control. You know how you don't want to talk about Cora? Well, the flute, it's the same for me.
I get it, Rania. I get it. That's a real shame. It feels like a lifetime since I heard music. Anyway, I better go. Good luck up there.
Hey, Camus, you see that bird?
I believe it is a falcon.
His name is Norman.
How do you and Norman know each other?
Through a mutual friend. I think he might be lost. I should tell the falconer. I have your delivery.
That's for me,
Here you go.
Thanks, lady. I was gonna tell the boys in the Can you believe
Pineapple.
the pizza? We rely on all our orders are messed. I don't understand all the...
You paid
Sure. I've been working...
This pizza delivery, couldn't you just...
Sure. And why don't I just...
Is pineapple so bad?
No, Camus, it's fine. Actually, I've never even tried it. It's too expensive.
There is a sign over there. Did you see the sign?
The one that says you are now entering the spire? No cold callers, no panhandlers, organ donors needed?
Yes. What if it was different?
Different how?
Different in a funny way.
Are you suggesting a prank, Camus?
I am suggesting a prank.
Seems risky. Maybe we should just get out of here. I don't know.
Oh,
Not much.
I want to know the nature.
I replaced or...
Oh, this is amusing.
Oh yes, vendors know...
They will get pineapples.
It's petty and childish, but thank...
Hey, hi.
No, sorry,
Wait, don't be like that. Listen, I know.
And who are...
Don V.
A reporter.
Not Mr. I hate when people...
Shit, me too.
Look, you don't need to talk to me, but you're from the East, right? No one from...
What do you need to...
You delivered...
That's your question.
Just confirm something for me. Are they... The CEO of Entech says that all corps are on a spending freeze till the...
Will I get in trouble for...
Probably, and so will I.
Nope.
That's because they're all at the bottom of the sea.
Yes, they or...
I knew it. Here, take this. Makes them less likely to sell me out to CorpSec. Thanks, Cloud.
Kid, the weirdest job came up. There's not much pay in it, though.
I could do weird, as long as it's not some other rich asshole.
Definitely not. The moisture farmers in the vents are starving. They need emergency rations. This job takes you pretty far, all the way out of Novellas.
What? Really?
Yeah, in a technical sense at least. The vents are outside CorpSec jurisdiction and just outside the Novellas city limits. They're below the city, actually, in the maintenance frame that supports the infrastructure.
And people live there?
If you call it a living. Mold and algae that grows on the steam vents.
But they're free.
It's a high price to pay for freedom, kid.
I'll do it.
Pick up the packages from Cloudpunk HQ, then I'll send you a nav point down into the vents.
are going away from the city? We don't like the city.
Not really, Camus. We're just going through to the vents below.
It won't be like home?
I don't think so.
Is it dangerous?
We're trying to save these people from starving, Camus. I think they'll be glad to see us. It's worth the risk.
Do you think this is nice food for the people?
I think it's all they're getting, and I'm surprised they're getting it.
I hope they like it.
Me too, Camus. I'm from Cloudpunk.
Those are no use. None of our vehicles were.
Did you get that?
Yes. I will keep.
How do you live here?
What do you?
I asked.
Whatever.
It's not my...
Sure it is. Welcome to your
I'm not even...
These.
Up until last...
I see. My name...
Ranny.
Cora knows what you must think of the Big Stack. That's what... It's the worst place on the planet. It's a hell of a lot better.
You've been here...
Yeah, I wasn't... He set up the first moisture farm. Collecting... Folk had tried to live here before him. And you...
So what was old Zeke?
Zeke realized you could cultivate the algae. He realized you could mill the mold. He figured out how to cross the steam. I swear, they say no one...
And you took his place?
I'm the community. The elders living tales of Zeke surviving. Away from corp security. Everyone has headache.
I don't.
You will.
Every time I breathe in, it feels like...
Well, that is the problem.
How can it be...
The warm season. The vent, or at least, it seems like all the... We have a saying here. Cora provides.
What do you think?
Cora is everything. Cora holds out a closed fist. Sometimes the fist holds food.
So Cora...
Salvation. And right now...
I'm not really religious like that. I think you have to help your...
You can't lecture us on independence.
You said you cling like a... What did you call it? A barnacle?
I know you have seen Cora.
Who knows?
I would appreciate 3 families.
Okay, I'll get going then.
Cora willing. They live like...
I was sent
by who?
Cloudpunk.
I don't know who that is.
You need this.
I don't need nothing.
Retsu
said.
Yes, he said.
What did you say?
They don't trust us.
I bet they have their...
Well, okay then. You know, maybe you can use this.
Thanks. It's...
That's right. Thank you, Con. Well, thank you.
Hello.
They already called me on the old sheet. You're the talk of the town, lady.
I'm just a delivery.
Well, I don't know if anybody has said this to you.
Thanks.
I'd get back to the city as quick. Anyone outside is gonna get sharded. Go.
Okay.
I can see Retsu. Why is he not moving?
Oh no. Camus, find us somewhere to park.
The security overrides won't let me. The temperature is too low. It is not safe to land now. If you got out of the Hova, you would feel very cold. Then you'd be stuck, like the man.
He's not stuck, Camus. He's gone.
He can't be gone. He can't move.
Dead, Camus. He's dead.
Aw.
Fragile and temporary. Let's go. There's nothing else we can do.
I am getting a message request.
Why are you getting a message request? If there's a message request, it should come to my comm.
The message is addressed to the Hova.
So it's someone I don't know. Through, I guess.
My ship had finally come in, but in this case, the ship was a battered Hova. Redemption comes in all shapes and sizes, sometimes with bumps, dents, and a dime store paint job.
What? Who is this?
The dame wanted a name. What did I have left to lose? And nothing but my hat. I let her know that I was Huxley, but I left off the private investigator. She'd know the deal soon enough.
So you're a private investigator and your name is Huxley.
The dame was as sharp as my ex-wife's parting words before she left me and moved back in with her mother. She'd pegged me as a PI, but I still needed her help. Maybe I could drop some bills in her pocket if she could get me back to the big stack.
I think Huxley is malfunctioning.
I'm closing this channel now. Please stop calling me.
The dame was giving me a shoulder so cold, I was getting frostbite. I had to sweeten the deal. I'd already mentioned the cash, but no dice. Maybe I'd put it all on red and tell her about the girl I was trying to save. The dame sounded hard as ice, but Pasta's story was so sad it would melt a diamond.
Why does he talk like that?
I might actually help him if he wasn't so annoying. I've never heard so many mixed metaphors in all my...
I dangled the bait in the water, but the dame wasn't buying. Without my help, Pasta was done for. When the dead corpse finished with her, God knows what would be left.
Debt corpse? Is he trying to save some girl from them?
I have located his signal. I have a nav point. We could pick him up. Should I display the nav point?
Hey Huxley, if you can answer a simple question, I'll take you back up the city. Are you really a PI trying to save a girl from a debt corp?
Yes, is what I wanted to say, but the dame was suspicious, and who could blame her? Here I was, some abandoned PI android stuck in the hollows with a 2-bit story about trying to save some girl. In her position, I would have hit the dirt in a heartbeat. But here's the kicker, the story was true.
Fine. Camus, give me a nav point. We'll take him with us and drop him off on the way. I'm sorry.
Just one moment.
No, you don't. I'm just really busy.
Making deliveries. I know.
You need to call me. I can't.
I can pay you. No one else will help. The children are frightened.
Really? There are plenty of androids back in
Nivalis, such a thing is seen as an
Dermis is expensive. Do you ever?
Never. I don't feel like an android. To breathe,
I understand.
I can't leave this alleyway. They run. I need Dermis. I can only.
You want me to buy?
I can pay you well. Only androids.
I'm sorry.
There is no one else.
How?
Just 2 blocks over.
Fine.
Greppo. He stands on the corner, a thin mustache.
And what is?
I told you.
What is?
Pete.
I'll do what I can.
Subretinal VR that directly interacts with your nervous system. Only Universal Resort VR can take you there. Universal Resort. Better than real.
Greppo?
That's me.
What? Dermot.
Oh, how is
his name?
Pete. The wobbly jelly eye.
What the hell is?
You know what they say? The patchwork man. That's why he wears.
Just give. Asshole.
The Dame.
Why do you talk like that?
Who was this bum that was questioning me? Another tin can with an attitude and too many questions. I gave him the brush off.
Hey, don't talk to him like that or I'll drop you in the hollows.
The Dame had a point. I'd better play nice for now. I'd slip her some bills when she took me to the holocaust machine. A handful of limbs should help dip this sour lemon in a little sugar.
Can you understand what he is saying?
About 40% of it.
The Dame and the car were close. Any fool could see that. But I looked beyond the surface. She was a girl from out of town, still as green as the water supplies down in the vents.
You said you're a private investigator. Do you really think that's how they talk?
She had an attitude, but I liked her. And her dog, too.
How did he know I am your dog?
I guess that's what investigators do, right?
There was a holocaust machine up ahead, but I had to keep a real low profile. I'd give the Dame my number and let her grab the cash for me.
And that number would be?
I gave her the digits. 54244. She was a smart cookie. She'd remember them.
Did you get the dirt?
Yeah.
That's right. The cells are microscopic. I'll have full human skin for a few months.
Can you get something more
Not unless a million limbs and...
Would you ever...
Would you? Thank you for...
See you around.
Luxury the whole way. Mastria's Colony Tours. We'll take you so close to the stars.
Thanks.
I look forward.
I settled the bill. Surely the dame would drop me like a bad penny now.
This is a lot of money. I can drop you somewhere else if you like.
Why are we helping him more?
He's kind of growing on me.
The dame had a heart of gold. I asked her to drop me at my office. On the way, I'd tell her about Pashta. Maybe she'd fall for me like I'd fallen for her.
I do not like this.
Where's this office of yours, Huxley?
We were headed towards my office in Old Town. I gave the dame a nav point to help her out. Hold on, Pashta. It won't be long now, kid.
Thanks. Who is this Pashta anyway? What happened to her?
It was a story so sad it could make a bronze statue of a lawyer cry. It all started with a call from a small-time hustler called Peter Unthrink. He tended a bar downtown, but he had some bad debt. The debt corp took his cash, but when that wasn't enough, they took his daughter too. He had a record, so CorpSec wasn't gonna help him. With nowhere left to turn, he sought the help of Midtown's best, cheapest PI.
So the debt corpse can abduct children now?
The dame didn't realize who she was dealing with. The dead corpse had hearts blacker than my morning cup of joe.
Huxley, were you always like this? Did something happen to you?
The dame thought I had a screw loose. I guess her instincts were good. Truth was, there was a time when I sounded just like every other humdrum android out there. Now, I'd played a role so well I was stuck in it. My programming was messier than my accounting. Here's the kicker. I was a better investigator now than I'd ever been.
Your office is all boarded up. Did you get fired?
The dog was half right. I was fired, but that place was where I slept, so I guess I was homeless too. Eviction was the illness, but what was the cause?
Probably not paying your rent.
There's a note on your door. Shouldn't you read it?
Who knew how hot this place was? I was sure I'd been tailed. If I stepped up to that doorway, I might get a knife in the back or a bullet in the head.
I think you're being overdramatic. I'll check out the note.
What if it is not safe?
I'll take my chances. I want to see what this note says. Okay, I can see the note. It says, go to the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar and ask for the smoking man.
We're not taking him there too, are we?
I couldn't ask the dame for much more. She'd already stuck her neck out for me.
We can drop him off at the bar. It's close by.
Safeguard immunizations. Everything your baby's body needs. From disease prevention to neural implant virus protection.
Chewy Jazz Bar. It was a dive, but it was the kind of place you'd go for answers. Who had left me that note? Who was the smoking man? And where would I...
We have an incoming call.
Control?
No. It is for Huxley.
I knew who was calling. This would be bad.
Put it through, I guess.
What in Cora's name you think you're doing, you pile of junk? Where have you been?
The client was mad, and with good reason. He'd paid good money, but I'd been stuck down in the hollows following a lead. The lead went cold, and I was trapped down there with no comm signal and no cash.
Wasted my money and my time. If you don't find my daughter, I'm infecting you with a logic virus. I have hacker friends.
Hey, what the hell?
I don't know who you are, but you better leave this idiot to do his job.
I was gonna save that girl, but not because of the threats. Truth was, I was the only one searching for her.
24 hours. Then your time's up. I want my daughter back, but if she's gone, she's gone. I'll live with that. But what I won't stand for is some android stealing my money. Get to work.
He hung up.
We're close to the bar.
I hope the dame would come with me. Was that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll come to the entrance, but after that, we need to get back to work. And if Control calls with another job at any point, you're on your own, Huxley.
The offer was as fair as the spin of a roulette wheel. I rolled the dice and took a gamble.
You don't use dice in roulette.
I know, Camus. Just let it go. you the one that
Who are you? The chump had an attitude and a smell to match. They didn't call him. His circuit boards were on the fry. Literally. He didn't like the dame, but we went way back. But JoJo's...
My name is Rania. I picked him up in the Hollows, and he says he's looking for a girl. Why did you leave the...
As Huxley knows, I normally don't say nothing to nobody. You can fry an egg on my processor.
Can't you get help?
Nah, they don't make the parts for. Point is, if I want to do some good, Huxley, I know.
I wanted to hear what the old bucket had to say.
You've been asking around town. I was playing a private gig a few months back. Even if I don't look too good, while I was there, this ex-corp goon called Raguan was...
And?
Look, I don't like squid.
JoJo was singing like a songbird.
Huxley, please be quiet for a minute, okay? So what does this Raguan...
Well, this near enough getting into a fight with some... In the middle of mouthing off, he says he's not to be messed with. Then he starts...
That's strange, but it doesn't...
But he says the name. And through his tears, he keeps saying...
That's a lead.
The trail had gone cold for a while.
Come on, I can try to find where this Raguan lived. After that, though...
What you looking for?
Thanks.
Hey, come back.
He is still here? Why is he still here?
We're just taking him to one more place.
Why?
The dog still didn't trust me. I guess it could smell desperation, and I reeked of it.
Camus, we need to find out the address for an ex-CEO called Raguan. Can you find that somehow?
I could.
Well, are you going to?
Yes, I will do it. Searching. There was a news story in the Marrow Gazette Holovids 3 months ago about a CEO called Raguan.
What did it say?
Midtown's youngest CEO fired for bribing CorpSec without the proper clearance from board of directors.
That doesn't help us find him.
Sounds like the papers got some info on the crooked CEO. Did the papes get some snaps, though?
You mean photos? Camus, was there a picture of Raguan in the Holovids?
Yes. He looked sad.
I'll bet. But was there anything in the background?
Searching. There is a building in the photo.
Cross-reference with the latest city planning database.
I have a match. It is the new apartments in Upper Midtown. I have an address.
That sounds like where a CEO would stay. Let's assume the Holovids caught Raguan leaving his apartment. Camus, give us a nav point.